Birmingham University has become the first institution in Britain to warn students of possible legal action unless they dismantle their anti-Israel encampment reminiscent of American protests. Dr. Nicola Cardenas Blanco, the university's legal services director, accused protesters of trespassing and demanded their immediate departure. This announcement came less than 24 hours after the solidarity demonstration began at the university's Edgbaston main campus. Many students report feeling threatened and scared by these encampments, which they believe promote violence and war. Meanwhile, protesters demand transparency regarding how their tuition fees are being used, as expressed in an interview with one of the participants. The university has discussed this issue with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and is preparing legal action against the students disrupting their campus. In a letter to students, Dr. Blanco stated, the University of Birmingham confirms that it does not give permission for you to protest at the Green Heart or any other part of the Edgbaston campus, which is private land. Your occupation of the premises is a trespass. The university requires you to leave the premises immediately. Failure to do so will result in the university taking legal action and/or reporting your trespass to law enforcement officers without further notice. Today's video will cover the disruption at Birmingham University by pro-Palestinian protesters, which has prompted the university to vow legal action. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more updates. Currently, 20 pro-Palestine camps have been established at some of Britain's most prestigious universities, including Oxford and Cambridge, with Birmingham's being the latest addition. This recent letter followed the cancellation of a meeting between Birmingham's Vice Chancellor, Professor Adam Tickle, and the pro-Palestine protesters, which was scheduled for this Tuesday. Professor Tickle stated that he would not engage in discussions with the protesters until they dismantle their camp. Student activists across the country are determined to camp on private university grounds until their demands are met. These demands include denouncing genocide in Gaza and providing scholarships for Palestinians. They draw inspiration from their American counterparts, where over 1,000 students have been arrested by riot police. Commons leader Penny Mordaunt recently cautioned that attempts to replicate what she described as disgusting scenes from the U.S. should be met with stringent responses. Organizers in the U.K., however, emphasize that their protests will remain peaceful as they continue to spread to more universities in the coming days and weeks. Jewish and Israeli students have consistently voiced concerns about feeling threatened and fearful due to the encampments, which they allege are provocative and endorse violence. They argue that the slogans and messages from the protesters promote violence, calling for the demise of Jews and the destruction of Israel. Despite pressure from Prime Minister Sunak, many university leaders in Britain have opted not to take action against the protesters. Sunak had previously stated that vice chancellors have a moral obligation to protect Jewish interests. A Jewish student, a final-year natural sciences student at the University of Birmingham, expressed concerns that the protests are not influencing university policy, but are instead disrupting students who are focused on their exams. One protester, speaking anonymously due to fear of reprisal, mentioned they have been camping on university premises since last Wednesday. She stated their goal is to persuade the university to divest from Israel, adding, "We are protesting because our university is spending millions of pounds annually on arms manufacturers in Israel. We demand transparency about how much money is allocated, its destination, days, and other expenditures. Additionally, we insist on terminating relationships with Israeli universities. Above all, we are advocating for our right to free speech to be safeguarded and to be reassured that we can freely express our opinions without repercussions." The protesters are increasingly concerned about potential consequences after receiving a letter from the university administration warning them of trespassing. "We fear intimidation from the university and being unfairly labeled by counter-protesters," the anonymous protester added. In my view, the university is justified in taking action to address the concerns of students who feel threatened and fearful due to the ongoing protests. Ensuring a safe and secure environment for all students should be a top priority. However, it is also crucial to respect the rights of peaceful protest and freedom of expression within lawful boundaries. Balancing these considerations requires careful attention to all perspectives involved. What do you think about this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos and updates.